Hi, my name is Brad Slavin, and I'm the CEO of WebHeat Internet Marketing. The reason I'm here today is to give an authentic testimonial for Jim Dunn and John Schumann from the Whetstone Group. I started my sales training about 2 years ago, so in about 2010, with the Whetstone Group. Part of the reason that I came here is that I was introduced to a financial planner who, after talking to him and going through the whole process, I'm sure each one of you has gone through your own process of going and meeting a financial planner and sort of getting pitched on why you need financial services. But to me, this guy was different. I had heard a lot of different people speaking to me about financial planning, but this guy's name's Jim. He was excellent. He really listened to what I needed to say. He came back with information that seemed to be perfect for who I was in my stage of my life. And at the end, just before I signed, I asked him, hey, who did you come to, or where did you go to learn your sales training process? And he said, well, listen, I'm the head of the CFP Association, the Certified Financial Planner Association here in San Diego. And I went to these guys called the Whetstone Group. They operate a business called Sales Coach. And I asked him if he could give me an introduction, and he was more than happy to do that. So I came down here and I met with Jim and John from the Whetstone Group, and I started to ask them about if sales training would be appropriate for me. I'm not a salesperson, I'm an engineer, and I was a little skeptical of whether or not something like this would work for me. They let me know that a ton of their clients are small business owners, and they don't just train the large corporate people, they also train individuals. So I committed myself to coming to one of their 2-day boot camps, and at the time I came here, my average order value, so my typical client per month, was about $300. And I thought I was actually doing quite well. I'd left corporate America, and now I'm doing marketing services instead of just for one big business, I'm doing it for a lot of different clients. And one of the things that I learned through coming to the boot camp was that I just needed to do a little bit of repackaging, listening to people's problems and their pain, and sell towards providing them a solution rather than just having boxes. The other thing that I learned was that being a solopreneur at the time, it was very difficult to, on the one hand, do selling and proposals and quoting, and on the other hand, to actually be doing the service delivery. Through the techniques that I learned at the Sales Coach, I was able to stop what they call premature proposal and make sure that the people that I was providing a quote to were actually not only qualified for the services that I provide, but that they were also more likely to buy because of the pre-qualification that I had done. I would say it didn't take 6 weeks before I started, and I studied the Sales Coach information. It probably, like I said, didn't take more than 6 weeks for me to see a tangible result. And the result was I was able to take my average order value from about $300 per sale to just under $1,000 per sale. And honestly, I wasn't selling anything differently. In fact, I took away some of the things that I was selling to clients, but I was listening more. And it was inside of that listening that I started to realize that it was more about solving people's problems and less about me trying to push a solution onto them. Well, it's been 2 years, and the reason I'm here is just recently I closed my first deal for $50,000, which essentially equates to about 10 grand a month. And again, it's a little bit different than what I was offering at $300, but not so different to what I was doing at $1,000. And I have nobody other than Jim and John at the Sales Coach Whetstone Group to thank for this. Honestly, the investment of coming to their sales training and then just plugging at it, realizing that in life we all sort of have to sell something sometime, and especially as an entrepreneur, if I'm not selling, I'm not eating. So these guys have been absolutely amazing, and I wanted to say thank you. Thank you very much to Jim and John.